Okay, so we're live. Hopefully, this is going to go out and not be too messed up. This is Debbie, and I am in Riviera Maya, Mexico, and we're watching some of our friends who are going to be swimming with the dolphins today, interacting with the dolphins. So it takes them a little while to get started. Right now, they're telling them how to act with the dolphins and how to touch them and all that. So if you can see, he's talking to them, giving them little treats, and they're just waiting their turn. And if you go back over here, you can see how they are letting everyone touch the dolphin. There's two of them over there. And they let everybody touch them so they can get an idea of how they feel. I'm sitting up here. Right behind me is like a little, I'm going to call it a little stadium. It's just like a 3 tiers of steps with a covering over top of it so people could sit way up here and watch. And then if you see down here at the bottom is where the building is, and the people who are standing down there probably have friends inside. And then inside the building, there's a gift shop and the place where they, fix their food and all this kind of stuff. So if you look here, you can see there's two pools, and they usually have about that many people at a time when they're in with the dolphins. I have not done this myself, but my husband and my granddaughter have done it several times. In fact, the first time that they were in with the dolphins, they had a different program where you would actually train with the dolphins. So they would go in and they would teach them about nutrition, their habitats, and different things like that. And they're very particular about germs. So you have to almost bathe before you get in this pool. Yeah, you shower off, and you're not allowed to do certain things because of the fear of germs with the dolphins. Yeah. I've been here. Well, they didn't have this the first time we came. That was like 13 years ago. So this is a fairly new facility if you think of it like that. And I think when we came 13 years ago and then 11 years ago, and I think it was the third time we were here, that they actually had the dolphin area set up. And at that time, they had the other program. I don't think they still do that now because of COVID. I think they changed it. But they got to, go in there and have a little class and learn what to feed them and how they make their food and all different things like that. And then they got the second half of the, they were here all day. The second half of the day, they got to do what these people are doing now, come out here and actually touch them and do all that. So the girl in the blue that's behind the steps, she's the trainer, and she's talking to them and telling them what to do. So you see over here, there's a little girl over there by herself. Now you can watch what happens. She's gonna give the dolphin. She's telling the little girl to come forward. She's gonna give the dolphin commands, and I'm gonna try to follow it. So now, if you watch where the little girl is, he's going over there so she can ride by holding on to his fin or her fin. I don't know which it is. So that's one of the things they get to do. So they'll all get a chance to do that if they want to. Hi, Nettie. Are you hearing me okay? Hi, Art Junkie. Aw, yeah, we love it here in Barcelo. I hope I'm not too jiggly. I don't have a phone stick or whatever you call it. Now, this is one of the people that's with us that's doing it now. So he's holding on to the flippers and the dolphin is dancing. You know, a lot of people don't like the idea that they have this kind of a program because they think the dolphins, because they're not in their natural habitat. But they seem so happy. I mean, even when they're not performing, which is what this to me is, there's a spot over where the people are standing that's kind of like a indentation. Okay, looks like I'm getting a little sketchy here. See, they're waiting to see what's going to happen, what they're going to tell them, I guess. That's sweet. The last time we were here, that I am not getting in there with those dolphins and having them touch me. And she just was sure she wasn't going to do it. And the day came and she decided she was going to get in. And they were kissing her and she was touching them. And it was really cute. She had a great time. Hi, Janet. I don't know how long this connection's going to hold out. We'll see. Here in just a little bit, I'm going to head down towards, we're at the far end of the resort right now. And our residence is all the way to the other end. Let me show you. So we're down here, and our place is all the way down there where the yellow building is. I don't know if you can even see it on here. I can't see it. Okay, wait a minute here. Cannot see for the sun. Anyway, if you can see where the yellow buildings are, we're way down there. So their shoreline is about 1.5 miles long for the whole resort. So it's pretty long. Art Junkie, you'll have to come go with us. We'll be coming down again in January. Like I think the 17th. I'm not positive of that date. Just contact Friends on the Go Travel. They have a website. That's the name of the website.com. And they'll be glad to help you. You could come with us. Have a big time. We can craft all night. I want you to see when they push people through the water. That's what I'm kind of waiting for. And after that, we'll move on. These guys over here playing around. They have a big hedge. That's what I'm kind of looking over. There's a big hedge right here that goes all the way around this side. So people, can't really reach through there to their enclosure. It keeps them safe. It just amazes me how friendly they are. I guess everybody has to have their turn with the. Oh, there's the first one. Here's the second one. Okay, I hope you can see. It's hard for me to see because of the sun in my eye. I think some of these dolphins, I don't know. I know when we were, you know, listening once a couple of times before about them, telling about them. Some of them, I think, are rescue dolphins that they bring in and have a safe place for them. I don't know the whole story about that. They have real nice jewelry in the gift shop too that you can get. Now, when we first came and they did the long session with them, the last thing they did was they had a ring that would fit over the dolphin's nose, and let's see, where am I pointing? It would fit over the dolphin's nose, and it had a paintbrush attached to it. So they dipped the brush in paint, put it on the dolphin's nose, and then they had a T-shirt taped onto a piece of cardboard, and the dolphin would paint the I have no idea what he's doing. He stuck that hose down his throat. He didn't seem to mind. Look at that. I hope you can you see that? He's giving him something through that hose. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's his medicine. Could be medicine. Huh. All right, so I don't really want to move from here yet because this would be the best place to see when they push them through the water. She has a little whistle that she blows that gives them cues about what they're supposed to be doing. Look at these guys over here. They're just sitting there waiting. Well, I saw Janet say hi, Sharon, but I don't see Sharon. Wonder why. Let's see. I don't know what he's giving them. Oh, so wait a minute. I got something in my throat. Okay, we're going to move over here. Maybe this will be a good spot. a fountain with the dolphins in it, and then over here, wait, I can't do it while I'm riding. I can't drive and text at the same time. There's the big sign. Everybody has to get their picture made up there. Now I'm going to go through this little skinny place to get my card up here. Well, I might not be able to. Let's see. I can't do it one-handed. That's a problem. We'll play bumper cars. It's a really sharp curve. There we go. There's my husband. You're fine. Sorry. I wasn't trying to crowd you.
Getting connected over there?
Yeah.
Showing the Dolphins?
Trying. Hi, Ann. So straight across where you see now is where I was standing, so I've come all the way around. I wanted them to see when they push them through the water. Is that what they're doing now?
No,
not yet.
They will.
Thanks, guys, for coming. That's what I wanted you to see. Okay, we're gonna back out of here and head towards the other end. I'll see you later, dear. See this skinny little place I have to turn around? Slowly, slowly, slowly. All right, there we go. Okay. Might get a little bumpy. A lot of people here today. Well, of course, there always is. I'll just take you over here right quick. This is a dive shop here. That's where they get all their dive equipment and what have you. Don went for a dive this afternoon. And here's the pier. That's where all the boats come for diving and for the, what do you call it? I can't think of it, where they go up in the sky with the thing. With a kite, whatever you call that. Parasailing, that's what it is. I can never think of it. Someone's left your shoes laying there. So I'm going to go this way because that's the only way I can get through just by going around here with this car. So we're just going to take a quick tour. Right now I'm down here by the Dolphins, and then past the Dolphins is the new, pretty new, adult only section. It's amazing. We went there, when did we go there? Monday night, I think, before the rest of the group got here. We went to the restaurant down there, and we had, it's called a taco bar. So we went down there, and you get, like, they serve you tacos, whatever kind you want that they have. You get 10 little tacos, and I didn't eat 10, it was more than enough. So I'm just going to go on down here and drive through the market so you can kind of see what it looks like. And over on the left is another part of the resort. There's a big mall over here, and it's very modern. It's got several. It's got a Japanese restaurant and an Italian restaurant, which we were at the Italian restaurant last night. And right here is the spa. If you have, of course, they have massages and all that kind of stuff. But if you have a premium level um, reservation, then you can go to the hydro, or what they call that, hydro spa, I think is what it's called, every day. And that consists of, they have like 2 saunas, a wet and a dry sauna, and aromatherapy showers. Here comes the Barcelo bus that can take you all the way around the resort. Um, so they have the saunas, and they have the aromatherapy showers. Then they have a really warm pool. It's small, but it's really warm. And then right next to it, you get out of one and you get in the other one, and it's really cold. I have not tried the cold one, and I don't think I will. Am I making you dizzy? I'm not going all the way fast as I could go. I could be going a lot faster. But this sidewalk has division, so it makes me bumpy. But this is just the sidewalk that goes around this end. And there's vegetation all over. Lots of things are blooming right now. So you see right here's this is philodendron. All this on the ground is philodendron. Look at that. It's massive. We cut it back all the time. And I don't know what the name of this red plant is. Hold on here, let me see. Tree. I'm trying to get the plant behind the tree. There it is. It's got these feathery looking blooms on it that are red. I don't really know what those little rock things are. They might be houses for the lizards. I'm not sure. There's a lot of crotons all over. These are little ones. There's some bigger ones. There's these big elephant ears. They're huge. Look at that. That would cover my whole midsection from my boobs to my butt. And there's a pink one. Pink blooms. There's one with orange blooms. Some more pink ones. So they have a lot of different vegetation, of course, the palm trees and other different kinds of palm trees and what have you. Over here is the kids' park. It's like a water park. You can see that very well. And then there's, street lights all along here because there's a lot of evening activity. Here's the back of one of the motels, or hotels, I should say. It's very colorful. There's some more little flowers. And there's a tree down here somewhere that has yellow flowers on it. And they are constantly grooming the whole place, constantly. They're out here early in the morning, all day long, in the afternoon. Over here is a little fake surfing place. It's one of those things where you can surf inside of it. There's tennis courts. Lizard condos. Hey, they got some big ones here too. Over here is the mall. So it's pretty good size. And We got a bowling alley, a little tiny skating rink, which is pretty cute. And like I said, a couple of restaurants. There's some really nice shops in there. And what else is in there? I don't know. Oh, they have a place where you can go in there and play video games on a big screen. Okay, I'm gonna slow down now. So here's where the bus lets people off, and this is the plaza shopping area. So they have like little booths in here full of stuff. So you can come down here and shop all up and down. Come out here and sit and relax. A lot of times you'll come by, and if they're not busy, the guys will be sitting out here in the middle. And here's my good friend Juan. Hi, Juan. Say hello.
Hello, Juan is here.
Juan is here, the one and only. I'm live streaming, so I'm gonna keep going.
Right.
But I had to come and see you, so.
Always good to see you.
You too. See you later.
See you later.
And then this is the outdoor part. It's all uncovered. So this is all open in the evening and all lit up. Here's a beautiful fountain. And at night, when they're closed, they close these tents all up. So they're all, shut down. They close them up so people can't get in there. We have a lot of interesting things. Then here's some more indoor shopping. And this is, I'm going to show you this because it's pretty. This is the chapel over here. They have a chapel. They have Catholic services here. They have Mass on different days. I think they have them on Sunday and Saturday. And I got to think about where I'm at. Oh, let's see. I'm going this way. I think. I might have to turn around. So I'm turned around now. That little guy, we bought jewelry from him when we were here before. And so every time we come back, we have to come over and say hi. Last time, Olivia got a ring. And this time, I didn't get anything last time. I thought I wanted something this time. I'm totally going the wrong way. Nope, I'm right. And so we kind of know him. He tells us about his little boy and everything. And Don makes these little toys that twirl around. So he brought him one of those for his little boy, who's 9 now. And so I bought some jewelry this morning. So he's always happy to see us. This is one of the lobbies. This is the Colonial lobby. Let me turn around so you can see this is where we stayed the first time. The place we stayed the first time we came. Don't get sick. I'm going in circles. So here's the desk up front, which I think is really pretty. There's another fountain. And they have a lot of pretty artwork and what have you. And this area has a lot of fountains. Here at the Colonial, it has a lot of fountains. So we like it real well. Then there's this is a Colonial bar over here across the way. It's a nice place to go in the middle of the day and sit, and it's real quiet. Over here is outside of the bar. There's like a little courtyard over there. That's where I had my class last time I was here. It is beautiful. This was my first impression, was this area right here. And I just, this is still my favorite lobby, I think. They're all beautiful, but I think this is my favorite one. So it goes on around. It's ways over here. It goes around. That's part of the restaurant. I'm just gonna zoom through here, and then there's the Colonial Hotel over there, right next to where we are. So here's the. We would come over here and eat. This is the buffet, what they call the buffet. You see how big it is, and you can't see it, but behind on in there is the big buffet, and it's huge. It's very huge. So you can come over here for breakfast, lunch, or supper, or you can go to the restaurant for supper. They've got like 5, 6 restaurants, something like that, and you can get a reservation and go there. Now I could be going on the outside, but the road is really bumpy, so I thought I'd take you through this way. The beach is over to my right, and this building, this right here, is where the theater is. There's a big, it's an outdoor, well, I guess you would call it semi-outdoor. When I get up here a little ways, I'll take you back out to the beach. But the sidewalks at the beach are, well, I could go right here, I guess. Starting about right here, the sidewalks along the beach area are like shaped rock. So for this scooter, it's real bumpy, and I would be bumping you along. But we're going to go out here and look at the um, front of the theater. It's the theater. We were at the back of the theater. This is the front of the theater now. I just went around it, and of course, here's some more of the hotel. So I used to come uh, over here and sit up on the terrace. I'll show you when we get over here. Well, that was one of them there. Sit up on the terrace and craft all day by myself. When everybody else is out running around, I was up here crafting. This fountain at night is so beautiful. It's all lit up, different colored lights, and it's just absolutely beautiful. We're not even near our hotel yet. We're still down at the far end. Whoa! You okay? Crash and burn. So let's just go out to the ocean. Hi, Mitzi. I'm trying to keep watch who's coming in. It's kind of hard with the sun shining down on my phone, you know. Y'all get more picture of that towel than anything. I'll try to hold it up better. See, now I'm just on the regular smooth sidewalk, so it's not too bad. So let me stop right here. Right here. Okay, now this is to my right. This is the pool. You see that bridge? It goes on under the bridge, on in, on down past those pointy top buildings, those thatched buildings. You come back. And this goes. You can. I don't know if you can tell, but if you look under that bridge, if you look under that bridge, it goes all the way over to that building, and then there's pools back here also. And you've got all these covered places to sit. We hang out under the bridges so we don't get sunburn. Hang out by the bridges. So then here's the sidewalk that goes from one end of the resort to the other. I can get on this sidewalk where I was a while ago and go all the way down to the other end, or I can get in the buildings and go all the way down the other end in the buildings. And then here's the beach. And somebody, where did I just see that? I thought I saw, maybe they just came down, or I just can't see them. Oh, there they are. Somebody's flying out there now. There it is. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see them up in the air? It's the same time here as it is um, at home, at my home. So it's the same as Central Time. I don't know if you can see them or not up there in the flying up there. I have it pointed in the wrong. See, where am I? Okay, over here maybe. Can't see the camera. And then it's probably too small for you to see, but there are boats out in the water. There are a lot of people out here. We have some waves. This is not very full today. Yesterday it was a lot fuller. There were a lot of people here yesterday. And then there's the pier that we saw earlier, way back in the background. So we've traveled a little ways. So let's keep going. There we go. And there's just foliage everywhere. Everything is so pretty and well kept. Now I can manage these bridges with my scooter, but it has to be fully charged. And I forgot to put my charger on last night, so I can't do those today. And all along here, you'll see these statues, which I really enjoy. And when we first came, I want to say they were white the first time we ever came. And there's different ones all along here. And then the next time we came, they were painted in colors, and I really didn't like them in colors. They're like Mayan themed. And then the last time we came, they had painted them back to this color, and I really like that better. So you can go out there in the ocean, then you can come up and there's little shower things. Shower off, get you something to eat at one of the grills. They have a couple of grills out here, which are a little bit less, I don't want to say formal, but I hope I didn't lose you. Or you can go in there with your cover-ups on and stuff and have lunch or whatever. Here's Stillmore Beach. We're getting closer. See the yellow building now? That's where we're headed. So the food is really good. We have all these outdoor speakers playing Mexican music all the time. But you see, this is where they go out and see the turtles. You can swim out there and snorkel and see these huge sea turtles. And then this is the time of year when the turtles hatch too. So what they do is when the turtles hatch, they grab them and put them in a box, and then they keep them until the evening or the next. I forgot now if it's the evening or the next morning. I think it's the evening. Maybe it's the next morning. Anyway, so that the birds won't get them. The birds only come out at a certain time of day, so they keep them until the birds aren't out. All right, now we're on the rough road. Sorry. Tonight for dinner, we are doing Japanese. They have two wonderful Japanese restaurants here. So we'll do the one where you sit around the table and they cook your food. It is delicious. So you see all along here, the beach is on one side, the pools are on the other side, and then the hotels are on the other side of the pools. So it's very convenient. There is a lot of walking, or in my case, riding, but if you can just stay in your area really, and do the pool and the ocean and all that, something to eat and all that. And then in the evening, you might have to go a little bit farther if you want to go to a sit-down restaurant. And the restaurants are very nice. Here's another statue. Hi. I am. I'm live streaming. Say hello. Hi. Those are some more of our friends who are here with us. So, so anyway, you could, like just stay in your little area for most of the day. This thing shakes me to pieces. That's why I usually go through the buildings. Oop, man down. Well, Mitzi, we've been here. We figured it up last night. I've been here 8 times. This is my 8th time, and I still like it. So now to go to our room is right over in that direction, and then this is where our each hotel has its own lobby where you check in, and this is our lobby up here, and there's more shopping up here, and the restaurants are on down through there, and we're gonna go. Um, so now we're down to the far end. Now there's a little bit more because it goes on down here and around this yellow building, and there's 3 or 4 more restaurants down there all together. So I'm not going to go down there because it's just more bumpy road. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go find a spot to sit down and maybe stitch for a little while. And I'm not going to do that out here because it's pretty noisy and it's pretty bumpy, and there's not really a good place to do that. So I'm going to go in. Kids are having fun. I'm going to go over here on what we call the highway. This is the thing that goes from one end to the other. And they have another little kids club right here that I just passed. But to get to our room, oh, I know that's bumpy. You're probably getting seasick. Whoo, I was. Okay, that's better. So our hotel is right there, and we just go down this corridor and around the corner. Then they have a big convention center. Say hi. They worked so hard here, keeping everything nice. We really appreciate it. So we're going to go up this walkway to our lobby, and I will show you that. And then I think we'll just go into the lobby bar. It's usually quiet in there, and we can just go in there and stitch. And there's places all over the place, and especially in lobbies where they have little sitting areas like this. Oh, here, this is pretty cool. This we're looking down at the convention center, and look at the sculpture. Is that not cool? It's huge. It's pretty cool. I think they have a lot of things like that here. A lot of artwork and sculptures and what have you. This is it's going to get a little dark because it's kind of dark in here. But this is one of the places where we come to shop. And you can look down. This is a glass. You can look down here, and there's a parking lot. Or I mean, a parking garage. I keep putting my hand over the microphone. I'm sorry. I know that. I don't know why I keep doing that. Anyway, there's a parking garage down there. Like here, goes all the way around the main lobby, and there are little sitting areas like this all over the place. So you can just come up here anytime you want and sit and relax and cool off and whatever. And then over here at night, this is all lit up with purple lights. This gazebo, and we were just on the walkway over there. See, here's that yellow building again, so we're just a little bit closer. But this is very pretty. At night it's all lit up and really nice place to take pictures. And look at that ocean out there. I don't know if I can. No, I can't change the size. Oh, there's Becky. Hi, Beck. Did you come in during the bumpy ride? Did you get seasick? Whew. Yeah, and after you're here so many times, I want to say after you're here 7 times, you automatically get upgraded. So we automatically get premium, which means the spa and a couple of other little things. See, they have another little shopping area up here, like we were at. But I want to go up to the lobby. This is the second floor. We need to go up to the third floor up here to the lobby. So I have to get in the elevator. If I can reach it. Oh, you wouldn't believe how rude some people are. Oh, I was trying to get my lunch at the grill, and it was kind of high for me to reach while I'm on my. Usually they get me something, so I don't have to go through the line and be in the way. You know, I don't like to be in the way. But so here we go. This is a roller coaster ride today, folks. Anyway, they just jump. Oh, where am I going? They just jump in front of you, and they don't have. Some people just don't have any consideration, and then others go out of their way to be nice. But today it was like nobody was going out of their way to be nice, so I just had to keep waiting. It took me forever. Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry, babe. Okay, so this is the lobby. This is our lobby at the palace. This is other than the adults only. This probably has the nicest rooms because the bathrooms are big. The bathrooms are a lot bigger. Otherwise, the rooms are pretty much the same. And all these people are waiting to check in, and look at these. Look at this picture. There's an artist. I'm trying to think. David uh, Villasenor, I think his name is. And this lobby, each hotel has a different type of artwork, and they have different things in their own hallways. So, like the one of them has angel statues. One of them has big jars of water in a fountain. This one has this person's artwork, and I just love it. And I think this guy has passed away now. And I was trying to get some of his, trying to look for prints or something that I could find. Because I was going to put one in my living room. I like him so much. So I'll show you these, and then we'll. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that little face. And then you can go outside. I'll show you that in a second. Look at I love this one. These look. So this is our lobby for where we're staying right now. And then you can go on the outside of the lobby. Now I want you to notice something. See these doors? These are storm doors. Big storm doors that close it off. But you can come out here, and there's seating, lots of seating. You can sit out here anytime you want. You can see out to the ocean over tops of the yellow buildings. And it's very relaxing. There's the gazebo that we were just looking at. Right there. And there's the pier again, way out in the background. All right, so now I want to show you one more place, and then we're going into the bar. Now, my daughter, when we come, she takes care of all this. And you don't have to stand in line much at all because she has it all taken. So here's another little sitting area. Look at that sky. You can still see out to the ocean. It's just a beautiful place. The whole place is. I mean, you could stay anywhere in this place and not go wrong. And look at this. This is a big dome mosaic. It's really big. So there are a lot of things that you can see here and enjoy. I forget that y'all are watching. I make those quick turns. They have a lot of shopping, of course. Very, very nice jewelry. You can find all the way down to braided bracelets in the market. So, you know. Oh, sorry. Oops, somebody dropped your popcorn. So this is where I spend a lot of time because in the mornings it's very quiet and I can sit right over here at this window and I'm out of everybody's way. I have light. I can get parked. So here we are. Well, the bar's over there, but the little gal comes around to see what you want. So I'm going to, I gotta figure out how to set this up because I don't have a tripod or anything. Maybe I could do this. I think that's gonna be my best bet. Hold on, I'm getting there. Oh my goodness. Now we move slow. I can move fast in the cart, but now I have to move slow. Oh, okay. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to take this. Maybe this will work. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now set this here, and I switch. Hold on, I gotta switch the thingy. I have to remember how to switch the thingy. Okay, there we go. Now you can see how I look. My hair's been. I couldn't find my hat before we left the room. I've been hatless all day. See how that does. Okay, did you lose me there for a minute? Well, I haven't been in the sun very much today. I've mostly been in the shade. But I usually wear a hat. Are you there? Are you there? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay, there we go. I was trying to switch the camera. I guess I did something it didn't like and it shut me down. But we're here. So I've been sewing and coloring this week while I'm here. I have this book. It has a lot of really, well, let me see if I can do this, patterns and stuff in it. So I kind of been working out of that. I don't know if you're going to be able to see anything. I am stitching on there. Maybe that'll work. Well, it's a mess now because I slammed everything in here earlier because I was in a hurry. I'm actually working on a piece of 80 cloth, like you cross stitch on, simply because I have a bunch of it. So I just kind of drew some patterns on it. Good grief. And I'm using rayon thread. And good grief, I didn't make a mess. I just tossed everything in here real fast. I had to go. I wasn't watching the time earlier. So I've been working on this little piece right here. You know I can never find the camera. So that's what I've been working on. I have a little bit more to do on it, so I guess that's what I'll work on. Well, fortunately, I still had this in my basket. My coloring stuff I left in the room because I thought I was going to go swimming. I totally forgot it was Sunday. You lose track of what day it is. So my son-in-law sent me a message and he said, are you going to live stream today? And I couldn't do it the other day. I think it was because it was still, when we got here last Sunday, a storm came through Sunday night. And I think our service was just so bad I couldn't do it. So I didn't get to. And I thought, oh my gosh, yes, I'm planning on it. I forgot it was Sunday. So he reminded me. So like I said, I'm just using this rayon thread. It's a little shinier than regular embossing or regular embroidery thread. And it's also a little, it frays a lot easier and it's slicker. So it's a little bit harder to control sometimes. But I got these little, what do you call these? Bobbins, I guess you call them, from Mary Lou. And I decided, oh, that would be good to put my stuff on because I didn't really have anything else I wanted that would fit. You know, I wanted something flat that would fit in the suitcase. So I just put them on here. And since she sent these to me, I actually got the die cut so I can make more now. But she was nice enough to send those to me. And then I also have, I haven't worked on this week since I've been here because I've been working on this green one. Yeah, it was, Aunt Beck. I really liked the way it worked out. Promotion? I don't know. Huh. What were you looking for? Oh, washing machine. Washing machine. My son-in-law teases me all the time. He says, washing machine. I said, go away. No, I don't know what that is either, Ann. If I don't know what it is, I get rid of it. But I have been working on some smaller embroidery projects, little things like this on canvas, because I have a lot of canvas. So there's a little bird with a flower. I've been working on a lot of bees. Different kinds of bees. Some of the first ones I did don't look so great, but the later ones are looking a lot better. I'm liking a lot better. So I got a stack of those in here that can be used on other projects. Here's a butterfly. I've done the black on, but not any colors yet. But it turned out really nice. If you just use a single thread, you get a nice little line. I have some dragonflies in here somewhere. I don't know where. I might have took them out. Here's a little pair of scissors. Here's Stitched with love. I don't know if you can read it, but that's what it is. So, I got other things in here if I get tired of working on this. But I've been sticking with it pretty good. And it's stiff enough to where I don't really have to use um, a hoop. I have a little tiny one with me, but I haven't used it. It could be a little bit lighter here. I mean, the sun, I'm sitting right by this window. So it's not like there's no sun. And I can see the ocean. Let me turn you around so you can see my view. So I can see the ocean. Not the bottom, but I can see the tops of the trees and the ocean. So it's nice, but it's kind of glary. So it's not the best lighting to use. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you here. Let me see if I missed anyone else. Janet, Carol, Ann, Mitzi, Janet, Nettie, Aunt Beck, Nettie, Mitzi. I think that's everybody. Ann, and I think that's everyone. Thanks, guys, for coming. I know I started early. Did I start early? I think I did. I wanted to kind of be done before time for supper or if I have to change clothes. I have to go clean up. I've been in these clothes all day and kind of sticky. So we're having a wonderful time. We love it. And if you get a chance to go, you should go. And if I had a whole group of you come, we could do some stuff. Next year, and maybe even in October, they're thinking about maybe going to Oaxaca. We haven't been there before, so they're checking into it and see if they think it will be a good trip. It's different from here. It's a little bit different from here. It's on the I think it's on the Pacific Ocean instead of the Caribbean Ocean. So it's not quite as, I was told today that it's not quite as warm as it is here. The sun's a little different. The water's bluer. And what have you. And I'm doing your favorite thing. I'm doing French knots. Yeah, an hour early. That's what I thought I was doing. So that's right, I guess. Let's see. I'm up here. I'm doing the French knots on this flower here. So what's everybody else been doing? What was your... I haven't watched any... well, thanks, Carol. I haven't watched any videos since I've been here, so I'm behind on everyone's videos. So I don't know what y'all did this morning even. Yeah, and it really is. And I guess you can hear the music. I hope I don't get demoted for that or whatever they call it. But it's pretty quiet in here. And I was in here the other day, and a whole group of Americans came in, and they were just obnoxious. I mean, really obnoxious. Acting like fools. I thought, no wonder people think we're crazy. I think we were crazy too if I had to see that all the time. But most of the time, people, they're pretty decent. We were out in the pool the other day, a bunch of us, hiding under the bridge so we didn't get sunburned. And Olivia, my granddaughter, she's here, and there's another her friend that she's known her whole life. He's here. He's like a year older than her, I think, almost a year older. So they wanted to play volleyball, which they have nets set up over on the beach and everything, but they didn't have anyone to play with. So they were kind of going around asking people if they wanted to play. And there were two large Indian weddings here. Oh my gosh. The saris I saw this week, oh, you would eat your heart out over it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. And the guys were just as dressed up as the girls. They were just all beautiful. And so, anyway, the wedding was over and they were all out in the pool. Well, this was later. They were out in the pool. So, one guy, he kept throwing a football at everybody in their group, trying to get them to play. And nobody was interested. They just wanted to go up to the bar and drink, So he was just kind of hanging out in the water. And the kids went over to the volleyball net, and they were just kind of hanging out over there, hoping somebody would see and want to come play. So pretty soon, this really tall guy came. I mean, he was really tall. Came running over to talk to this other guy that was throwing the football. He says, "Hey, does anybody want to play volleyball? There's some kids over here want to play volleyball." So, so they just said, "Yeah, we'll play volleyball." So the guy who was throwing the football, he was kind of close to where we were, and my daughter told him, she said, "Those kids are going to be so excited that if you guys go play volleyball because they want someone to come play with them." He says, "Well, there's about 19 brown guys going over there to play with them." It was really cute. So they had a great time. They had a big group of people playing volleyball. So the kids were real happy with that. So they've had quite the week. They went, Don and another guy went scuba diving today. And then that same guy and his wife, they're doing the Dolphins. They're the ones doing the Dolphins right now. And they're having a great time. And the guy got really seasick when they went out to do the, see, I keep forgetting what that's called, where they go up on the kite and fly, like in parasailing. I can never think of that. He got extremely seasick because it's been a little rough because of the storms passing through. It takes a few days for it to calm down. And he had a hard time. But he said even today, they had to go out in the boat again. He said he was going to go even if he got sick. He was going to go and he was going to enjoy it. And it really didn't bother him until he got back to shore, and then he started feeling a little sick today. So, but a lot of Dramamine. So let's see. Let's see what everybody's talking about. Oh, that sounds interesting, Carol. Every time I see something that's come up on my Facebook feed, and I think, oh, that's really cool. I wonder who made that. I look down, and guess who it is? Carol. Biggest part of the time, it's Carol. It's either Carol or Becky or Ann. I think, oh, that looks really interesting. I should do that. Can y'all hear me? I mean, you might like it better if you can't hear me. I don't know. But can you hear me? So I get to stay here for a little bit and do this. And I have to get ready for dinner, I guess. Starting to get low on clothes. We go home on Tuesday. I was trying to get by without having any laundry done. So I've been rinsing stuff out, but some things you can't rinse out, And I heard that at home they've got a freeze warning out. It's supposed to be in the 20s when we get home, which is a shock. It's been pretty nice here. Not so hot that we've been here before when it was 100 degrees, and it's not been that this trip. It's been pretty nice, and I'm sure it's because of some of the storms, storm fronts and all that, but it's been nice here. It sprinkled a little bit today right before I started the stream, just enough to wet the sidewalk. And other than Sunday night when it did storm, so it stormed pretty good Sunday night. Everything was pretty wet. Other than that, we haven't really had any wet weather. Okay, thanks, Nettie. And everybody. I have determined I am not coming here again until I get my resort clothes made, so that they're easy to wash out by hand and dry fast. I didn't get them done again because I had other things that came up. This time I'm going to do them after I get home so they'll be ready. You believe that? Oh, I hope I believe it. Get down to 70. And you're so funny. I don't mind it being cold if I can just hunker down and get stuff done, you know. I don't have to get out when it gets like that. My husband does, but I don't. You know, I had some back problems recently, and I was a little concerned that it was going to really bother me while I was here. And it hasn't bothered me too much. It has stiff neck a little bit, but that's just because of the way I'm sleeping on a different pillow or whatever. But my stomach has not been. I've had indigestion almost the whole time I've been here. So this morning I didn't get anything with onions or anything on it like that on my omelet, and just tried not to eat anything that would cause it. But I'm hooked on these mochachinos. It's like coffee with chocolate in it. I love them, and I think they might be giving me heartburn, especially when you have 2 or 3 of them a day. So I only had 2 today. I met a sweet girl here this morning. She's a server, and we were talking for a while. She's a really cute girl. You know, some of these people work here for years. She's been here 10 years. I guess Juan, the other guy we met over there, he's been here, I think he said like 8 years. So, you know, they recognize you when you come back, especially if you spend money. They recognize you when you come back. Some of the servers in the buffet, they recognize us when we come in. So it's kind of fun to come where you've been before and they recognize you, you know. Is the thread you're using like what you use for Brazilian embroidery? I don't know, Mitzi. It might be because their thread is a lot shinier than regular embroidery floss. This is the only difference. This is rayon. Some people might call it satin. I don't know, but it's on the package. It says rayon. Yeah. It does slide pretty easy, but it also knots easy, and it also, the end of your thread frizzes up sometimes, and you got to cut it off. But I like the way it looks. It's really pretty. And it comes in, this is coming 4 or 6. No, I think I have some old rayon floss that I've had since the 70s, and it has 4 strands. This is newer, and it has 6 strands. but it looks like the same stuff. So, but I tend to use shorter lengths of it because the end will get real frizzy and you have to trim it off anyway. So, but that's true sometimes with regular floss too. Huh. I haven't even been to the spa this time. I might do that tomorrow. Go over there and get in the hot pool. I'm not getting in the cold pool. Ooh, I couldn't stand it. My legs would cramp so fast. But I like to get in the heated pool and the sauna. I can't stay in there very long, but I like to get in there. Oh my goodness. Going to the state fair. Oh. Well, that's one. Missy, that's one of the reasons I started using this thread. I just had a little bit. I had maybe what amounted to 3 skeins of the rayon thread that I'd had since the 70s. So I thought, well, I'm going to use it. And I liked it so much, I forgot how much I'd liked it, that I started looking for some. And I found some at the store. I think at Joann's. Plus, I also had bought some at Keisha's Marketplace. So now I have a nice little supply. I just bought all the colors they had at Joann's, like I did the other thread. Like I need more thread. But anyway, that's what I did. So now I can even combine these two, this thread and that other thread I got a while back that comes in the hanks. It's a little bit, it's about the size of 6 skeins of embroidery floss. I think it's number 5. So if I want, I can combine them in the same project or whatever. Or even, and I've got plenty of regular embroidery floss, so I can always use it. Sometimes it's kind of neat to have different textures. And why not use what you have? Oh, Janet, that's cool. Okay, I think that's about all the flowers I'm going to do on here. Whoops, I can never find this camera. Here we go. I want to do the stems. And I'm not sure what this is for. It's just something I decided I wanted to do. Could end up on a pillow or something. Who knows? Or a jar. I tell you, when I was watching those ladies walk down the big walkway going to the wedding with their saris on, I was sitting there thinking, oh man, if I had a pair of scissors. What color green I want this time? Use a dark green. Aw. That's sweet, Janet. And I'm sorry to hear that, Becky. Would I share what, Jan? Would I share what, Nettie? What do you want me to share, Nettie? Thread? I'm lost. You know, I can't see what I drew. The story when you cut it up. The story when you cut it up. I don't know what you're talking about, Nettie. My dance or what? Would you share? Oh, you mean when I cut this apart? Would I share it? I don't think this one will be cut apart. It's too entwined with each other. The flowers are overlapping each other, if that's what you're talking about. I got some, I have a lot of linens and stuff I need to go through and put up for sale soon. Cuts off their... Okay, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Oh, the sari. Oh, the sari. Yeah, I would, if I could have caught one. I'm so lame. I thought, what are they talking about? I already forgotten what I said. It's getting dark in here. I can't see well. There's a lot of clouds. It's really pretty out, but there is a lot of clouds. And I'm working this green thread on this green thread. Yeah, with this thread, you have to, it is slick and it has a tendency to not stay put. So you have to make sure you pull it, snugly to where it's supposed to be. Otherwise, you're going to get loose stitches and it looks funny. And I wish I could have. Oh my word, they were beautiful. So many colors. And against their dark skin, it looks so pretty. And the guys would come through and they have on these, I don't know what the proper word is, I call them Punjab pants. Where they're tight down around the knees and looser above. And one guy had a pair of those on, like a khaki color. And then he had I'm going to say a black shirt that kind of hung down far. And then he had this beautiful jacket on. It was all embroidered and everything. It was absolutely beautiful. I just wanted to go tell him how pretty he looked. think they're all gone now. They must have only been here for a few days. And then there was a big convention came in. Ouch. Big convention came in. I think they're gone now. Gosh, there were so many people last night in the lobby that I could not even get through. I had to go around the outside to get through to the wherever I was going. I don't even remember. But the lobby was so full, and they were all standing in line checking out. So I have a feeling that might have been when the convention people left. There was quite a lot of them. Last February when we were here, we hit it just right for some kind of, I don't think it was spring break. I think we were here before spring break. But they had all these kids coming in from different countries. And it was just packed and noisy. You know, like for 2 days, we had to put up with that. But usually it's so quiet here. And, you know, nice. It's not noisy, very noisy at all. Get the occasional thing, but these kids were just kind of wild. I should show you my new bracelet. You want to see my new bracelet I just got? My Mexico jewelry. That's what I call it. I wanted it, and then I decided it was silly because for the price, you know, it's just it's gonna sit in a drawer more than I wear it. So I told my husband, I said, I've decided I don't want it. I think it's silly to get it. And so then he decided I was getting it no matter what. So we went and picked it up this morning. Lydia got a new necklace. Oh, let's see if I can get it. It's I haven't even put it away yet. I've been down at this end all day. Let's see which is which. Oh, here's her necklace. It's really pretty. I swear, men don't know how to do anything. They just put it in here so you can see it. Here it is. Hers is opal. Oops. It's just a pretty little, might be flashing, I don't know, I can't tell. Hers is opal, it's real pretty. The chain is really nice. And then this is my bracelet. I'm just going to drape it so you can see. Oops. Mine is mother of pearl. I don't know where you can see that. But I just thought it was so pretty. So that's my Mexico jewelry for this visit. And I won't get any next time. I probably won't get any more for another year. They had some real pretty earrings that I really wanted some earrings, but all the earrings I saw that I liked, my ear holes aren't very big. So I have to really be careful what kind of posts or whatever, wires even, that I get, because they'll be too big for my ears and they'll hurt. So I found some earrings I liked, but not that had posts, or posts that I can comfortably wear. So I didn't get those. So tonight we go to the Japanese restaurant, and I like going there. Their stuff is really good. They have this radish salad sort of thing that is delicious. I love it. And of course, you know, they do all the fancy stuff there in front of you, cook the stuff together and make a big show out of it. We haven't had anybody do the coffee yet. We have everyone who came with us is either friends or family this time. And two couples came that have not been before, not been with us before, or even, you know, anybody else. So they haven't been here to Mexico before. And her ancestry, her great-grandfather, I think, was Mexican. And so that those two couples, everything's new for them. So they haven't seen there's this way they make coffee with the fire pouring. They pour the coffee and it's got fire on it and stuff. It's like a little presentation. So we haven't done that yet. So I'm assuming Aaron's going to have him do it at some point. So he doesn't have to, like maybe tomorrow night. Because they don't do that at the Japanese restaurant. They usually do that at one of the steakhouses. So he'll have to have him do that so they can see how that goes. Well, you know, it's not very radishy, really. That's what they call it, but it's all like little streamers. It looks like little streamers. So it's not that much radish, and you don't get that much of it. But the dressing on it is what's so good. I have no idea what it is, but it is, whoa, it is so good. Last night we had Italian, and I had, I probably don't say it right, nashi potatoes with cheese sauce. It was very good. We had the French restaurant, and there I usually get, they have a pistachio ravioli, which is real good as an appetizer, and then they have a crusted sea bass, which is what I usually get there. Everything's really very good. The one of the steakhouse, we got a couple what I consider to be steakhouse restaurants here. One's supposed to be Mexican, and the other one's supposed to be Texas, sort of. And one of them, on the menu, they have not rotisserie. What do they call that? Skewers, meat on skewers. And if you order that, then they come around the table and they have this huge skewer. Hold the radish. Have this huge skewer full of meat from top to bottom. And they usually bring two at a time of different meats. So they'll have chicken on one and veal on the other. And then the next time they come around, they'll have turkey and some kind of steak, or I think really it's roast. They call it something else, but I think it basically is roasted beef. That's what I'm trying to say. And then they have what else they have? Pork. I think there's like 8 different meats that they bring out, two at a time, and they just cut it off the skewer right there at your plate. And that's what I usually get there. And at the French restaurant, they have creme brulee. Oh my word. I could have just had a big pot of that and nothing else and thought I was in heaven. That stuff is so good. Oh my God. I don't care much for tiramisu, but they had that at the Italian restaurant. I don't like it that much. which is strange because I usually like all that kind of stuff. Roasted radishes. Huh. Never heard of that. It's kind of noisy here. You can hear, I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's over this music. Can you hear the music? But there's also running a bar back there, so sometimes they're using the what you call it, blender. I don't know how you could not hear it. It's really loud. I mean, it's not like overbearing, but I'm sure it's loud on the phone. Any other questions about what's going on here? I know I go on and on about it, but some people like to know. Yeah, it sounds like that here too. Yes. Now a lot of the workers out in the outside building, painter, because there's always somebody painting the wall or doing the landscaping or mopping the floor or something. Some of them don't, but most of the servers do, of course, so they can understand you, you can understand them. And sometimes they speak really good English, like Juan, he speaks real well. And the little girl here in the bar today, she speaks very well. So it's, different levels. But they all say hello. It doesn't matter what they're doing. They all stop and say hello when they can, and are very friendly. We had a problem with our excuse me, thermostat the first couple of days. And it was set on 19 Celsius, which is, I think, 66 degrees. And it's best, because of the humidity, it's best to keep it as cool as you could stand it in your room and to keep the ceiling fan on all the time, because the humidity will make everything feel damp if you don't. But it was so cold, I was freezing to death, and my husband wasn't even here yet. Yes, Janet, we do it is all inclusive. So anyway, I kept trying to adjust it, and it just was like it was stuck, and it just blew constantly. So I had them come look at it, and it was like 5 minutes before they came. They were so fast getting there. And they looked at it and took it apart and stuff and thought it was fixed. But so that was, and then it was overnight, and it still wasn't fixed. So I went to the lobby the next morning and talked to the people about it, and he says, I'll have somebody come back. So they came back. Thought they had fixed it again. It still wasn't working right when I came back that afternoon. So we called them again and said it still wasn't right. So 3 guys show up. I mean, it was like within 5 or 10 minutes, 3 guys show up. And they absolutely took it apart and replaced a part up in the ceiling. And since then, it's been perfectly fine. Something just froze up, I guess. I don't know. But we still keep it pretty cool in there. Because I hate damp feeling sheets, where you feel like they stick to you. And if you don't keep it cool enough and keep that fan going, it will feel damp. Let's see, what else? Most of them speak English. We do have all-inclusive for our trip, except there are some excursion things that cost more. For our trips, they include 2 excursions. One to Tulum, which is the Mayan ruins, and one to an eco park, which is an all-day thing and has a wonderful show at night. It would be, Aunt Beck. And so it's all inclusive, and then there's 2 levels. There's the regular level, and then there's the premium level. The premium level, you get to use the spa every day. You get higher quality alcohol, I think, and something else. I forgot what the other thing is. Oh, you get room service without paying extra. I think those are the 3 main things. But yeah, it's nice. All you have to do is wear your bracelet. Here's a little bracelet. Uh-oh. Here's your bracelet. Whoops. Where is it? And that opens your door, and if you want to charge something to your room, you just show your bracelet and it charges it. And then you pay at the end. So it's almost time to go to dinner, and I'm not even dressed yet. So I better cut it short and get my stuff picked up and go change clothes and what have you and get ready to go to dinner. Or else I won't get anything to eat. Probably wouldn't hurt me, but it'd hurt my feelings if I didn't. So thank you guys for coming by. I know I was early, and I appreciate it so much. And I hope to see you when I get back. I'll probably see some of you on Thursday in the chat, because I'll be back home by then, ready to chat. Maybe I'll be over talking about Mexico for a little while anyway. Not long, but for a little while. So I'm going to pick up and head out. So thanks everyone for coming. We'll be headed home Tuesday. So all the hullabaloo should be over by Wednesday. Thanks for coming. Goodbye. See you later.